What's up, YouTube? Brian here from Brian.invests. I came across a video today. Um, Basically, this guy, he is he used to be, I guess, a white collar worker working for the Federal Reserve, and now he is a blue collar worker working as a truck driver. And he was saying that he goes to all these warehouses to deliver his package for his company, and he realizes how fucked up we are really as a society, or people are just struggling to survive really. He could see it firsthand because he he would have like lunches with the warehouse workers, but people are not eating like a normal meal. Like some people are just eating ramen, some people are just eating sandwiches, and you realize people are just struggling to even put food on the table, or just to satisfy their own hunger, right? And it's it's very disheartening really to see people like that. You're working but you're not even able to make ends meet to put money on the table because inflation is so high, and because maybe you are afraid that you're trying to save money for a rainy day, so you're just saving money for because like you can't afford a normal meal. Maybe if they make like $20 an hour, what are you going to do? Spend $20 on meals? So that's like an hour's worth of work lost for your lunch. So it's really sad, really. Like if you see that, and unfortunately, that's what a lot of things are becoming, right? And I could see it firsthand as well in Hong Kong. He's seeing it from an American perspective. I'm seeing it from an Asia perspective. you know I'm myself unemployed, trying to make a living online. I have a few family members also unemployed. Some of them worked in China before, and China is laying a lot of people off. A lot of my friends in other parts of China have lost a job in their mid 30s or 30s. They and they are struggling to find a job again because it's just so competitive within China. So many people are also looking for a job. And the same thing goes for Hong Kong. And I think inflation is not a non-issue here, like in Asia, but it's not as bad as it is in the US. Like you can still get a meal relatively like cheaply if you want. Or you could go grocery shopping and you can still like bulk cook, and then you can have spare a few meals out of it. And in China, especially in China, you can still get you know get your belly filled with like a reasonable amount of budget that you have. But I feel like in America, even if you go to, I think even get a slice of pizza these days, I don't even know if you can get like a dollar slice anymore. I think maybe like it's like a $3 slice for like a decent like slice of pizza. A slice of pizza. If you go to like a McDonald's in New York, it's easily like $10 at for like a combo meal these days. Easily. Where it used to be what, like $6, $7? It's like it's unbelievable. And for my family, like I'm lucky enough like to see like both sides of the spectrum. where some of my family members are very, I could say, like wealthy, and they, they are well off. They are more like on the entrepreneur side, own their own businesses. They could, afford like, you know, a luxury life in Hong Kong, or, and some some of my other family members, they're not. They are just like everyday people working to survive, really, living in like the government subsidies estate. And they tend to, have like the lower uh, income, where they work for a company, right? Like they work for somebody. So they're very prone to, they're just surviving. They are, their destiny, so to speak, is at other people's hands, really. So they can't make their own destiny. So while you have that, it's a very big risk, especially with inflation and AI these days. A lot of jobs are just going to be eliminated, or just AI. I think it could propel an economy to go up, but at the same time, it's going to eliminate a lot of jobs. So a lot of people are going to be continue to struggle to have a decent standard of living, or keep their previous standard of living. Like, you might have to steep down from before in order to save, and while you're trying to find work and make ends meet. So what I'm saying is, it's so many people are struggling. You just need to make your way, make your own way, make your own path. Don't be reliant on a job where it's just your 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 fate is based on somebody's review of you, based on your performance, based on, somebody, if you're likable or not, if you fit into the culture or not, if you, I don't know, mistakenly made a tiny mistake on a report, and that leaves a bad taste in somebody's mouth. That that could be like, like that could be, they could just, because of that, you could get fired for that. So at the end of the day, you need to take control of your own destiny. And by doing that, is these days, I think that's what I'm trying to do: become a entrepreneur, and continue with my investments, talk about investments, get more people, everyday people, to start investing, because I feel like that's the only way that people can survive moving forward, or make some sort of income, or see their money grow and not melt away like an melting ice cube sitting in a bank account. So I'm hoping, there will be a better outcome. But unless you change your mindset, it's just going to be, it's just gonna, people are just gonna continue to struggle. People have like multiple jobs, people have like, you need to have like multiple streams of income, diversify your time, diversify the ways that you make money. I think that's very important. So whatever you gotta do, whatever you gotta do. That's my mindset. Thanks for watching.